What up, peeps? It's your girl, Dosh, come back for all takes. Well, a trailer dropped from we titled Last Survivors. Now, this one I know nothing about. Saw the thumbnail, I'm not recognizing actors, so you know what, going in blinded. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Say the rest of my thoughts up to you guys.
Let him go! Hey! Troy, let him go! Dad! Jakey, I will protect you until the day I die.
After the wars, it was very obvious who was prepared and who wasn't. There's those who are prepared for opportunities and setbacks, and those who are not. I feel real lucky to have the dad I do.
You know, the wars are in the past. Focus on the future. Outsiders a plague. It'll ruin our world. You need to be ready to bury anybody you come across. Dad! You're bleeding. Antibiotics are too old. I got this. You're gonna be okay, I promise. Do not underestimate them or you will not make it back here alive. Put a bullet between the eyes of any person you see. Man, woman, or child. You see outsiders? Yeah.
Oh, she's in this. Okay.
What are you doing here?
Killed him dead.
Do you want to get those clothes dry? You're not a killer.
What is happening to you? It's not what's happening to me. It's what you said it was out there. And it is not the chaos that you've always described. You want to tell me what is going on?
Oh.
I just want the truth, Dad. You can't trust a one of them. She lied to me. Please help. She needs to die, Jake.
All right, you guys, I did enjoy this trailer. I will say I'm really intrigued to know what's the story behind the female, of course, played by Alicia Silverstone. Now, granted, the two, a father and son, must have been dealing with some sort of, plague or whatever, ends up living out in the woods, and it's been a couple of decades. I think we want to say at least, 20 years? Because you can see when he was young, it looks like he's a little bit much older. And clearly something happens where he has to go outside and venture out to find, some sort of medicine to help his father. And that's when he encounters her. And just very subtle how he opens up. She's, trying to help him, asking questions, I'm assuming, because, the way they cut the video for this trailer. And then when you see him kissing him, it's just like, okay, that you don't know this woman. How is it, over I don't know how many, of course, a span of time, whatever, this little moment of intimacy or whatever, but, go along with the storyline. And then his father's like, you can't trust anybody, keep your eyes open, this and that and the other. And it's like, Dad, it's not as like what you told me it was. And you haven't met this woman, what, like 5 minutes ago, and all of a sudden you listen to everything she's saying, and your father, I'm like, okay. Now, granted, there could be parts of what his story is that he's not, letting on as well. That is true. So it's a matter, but then you see part of the trailer where he's like, she lied to me. So it's just like, okay, what's going on? Then you have probably some other characters in the midst of this. You look like you see a cop truck. So I'm curious to see what is that she's keeping from him. What is his father not probably telling him the whole story, whatever was going on, prior to them getting away, living out here, in the wilderness, out, whichever. And being able to live like that when they were like, the medicine's old, I gotta go get something. I'm going to do this for you, Dad. You've always taken care of me, blah, blah, blah. Very interesting that they're able to hone up and do what they need to do and had enough to just be able to live like that. But, individuals can do that. So I'm really looking forward to getting a chance of seeing this and seeing the overall conclusion. I want to know what her end game is. What is she up to? What's going on? And what actually ends up happening when you see, of course, guns get, drawn, things start looking like it's about to really pop off. So yes, I'm really curious to see what happens in this particular movie. So with that said, comment below, you guys. Let me know what you think. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next reaction. You guys take care.